Hey guys, welcome to Farm Charm Chic. I'm Emily, and today I am doing some fun Disney-themed farmhouse DIYs. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, I would love if you would consider doing so. I'm doing this as a part of a family DIY hop put on by Teresa B DIY, and there is a giveaway, so make sure you stay tuned. I will also be letting you know my favorite Disney character at the end, so see if you can guess. So without further ado, let's make some magic. So I had this tobacco basket that I bought at Hobby Lobby at Easter time, and it looks super cute on my tiered trays, but I kept thinking of something to do with it to give it a little bit of a Disney theme. So I took this sheet of moss that I had from Dollar Tree, and I had a little Mickey template that I did cut out with my Cricut. You can find, if you don't have a Cricut, you can find Mickey templates, silhouettes, anything like that anywhere on Google Images. So just print one out, cut it out, and trace it. And so I just cut that classic Mickey shape out of this moss here. We were supposed to come up with some type of family DIYs to do this hop with, and I kept thinking what I could do that represented my family, and honestly, I kept coming back to Disney. Disney is such a huge part of my family's life. I actually got to be a cast member for Disney for 8 magical years of my life, which sadly that chapter is very recently coming to an end, and it makes me extremely sad, but I am extremely blessed and grateful that we got to live the magic for as long as we did. So Disney is definitely a big part of my family. So I love adding a little bit of Disney touch to my normal farmhouse style that I do. After I have my Mickey all cut out, I just take some of my floral stems that I have from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to take a few little ones. These are from the spring line at Dollar Tree, and I loved those floral picks that they had. So I just cut a couple of the little greenery and a little bit of these little yellow flowers off there, and I'm just going to make a little, almost like a swag here, and tie them together because I'm going to put this at the bottom of my Mickey. Now it's time to place the Mickey in the tobacco basket. So I'm going to use one of these blocks from Dollar Tree to give it a little bit of a 3-dimensional look. So I just put a little glue on that, and then I glued that to the back of the tobacco basket. Then I just put a little hot glue on my little floral swag that I did, and I just glue that right below it. Gives a little bit of a different element to look at on there. I think it kind of dresses it up a bit. And I think this is going to be such a cute addition. Kind of bring that little Disney feel into my farmhouse style. Will be super cute on tiered trays. Anywhere I decide to put it. I just think this ended up super fun and super cute, and just kind of a little bit of a hidden Mickey to have in my house. You guys are going to love how easy this one is. I think this is so fun, and it makes that classic little hidden Mickey shape out of some succulents. So the first thing that I did is I grabbed a little sign that I had. I can't even remember where I bought this, but I bought it on clearance. I remember it was only a couple of dollars. Might have been Hobby Lobby. I don't remember for sure, but any type of sign will do. Anything like a little canvas from the dollar store, anything like that. I just happened to have this one, and I liked how it had almost like looks like shiplap, the little slats in it. So I just go ahead and cover this really well with my paint and make sure that you can't see the design behind it at all. Now, I didn't know exactly how to break these terracotta pots. I got these a 2-pack at Dollar Tree, and they actually broke quite easily with just some needle nose pliers. I just easily rocked it in my hands back and forth to kind of break off the little pieces. Be extremely careful. I probably should have worn gloves while I did this, so consider doing that so you don't cut yourself, but it actually does break rather easily. So then you're just going to take that terracotta pot, you're going to put some glue on the edge. You can't even tell that it's kind of a jagged edge on there when I glue it on. So I just place that on there to dry. And then of course, what I'm going to do is just fill in any of those gaps with a little bit of glue. And that way it's going to make it so there's no sharp edges or anything there. So I just take a dowel and then I take the dog clippers that I've seen a lot of other YouTubers use to cut my, I need to buy those at Dollar Tree, by the way, and I just cut my dowel down to size. I put some glue on the back of the succulents. All of these succulents came from Dollar Tree, so I just made sure that I had a bigger one, and I just make sure that it is glued down very well. And then you're going to take the two smaller ones, kind of place them where you want to make the Mickey ears, and then you're just going to put some glue on the back of each of them and place them down. I then just take a little bit of Spanish moss and just tuck that down inside of the terracotta pot, and that gives it a little bit of filler there. And look at how cute this looks. This is something that is not so obvious Disney. Of course, when you look at it, you can clearly tell that it's supposed to be a hidden Mickey. I think this is super fun, and it will add any type of Disney look to your farmhouse style. I am participating in the family DIY hop, so make sure you follow the link in my description box to the next video. The giveaway for the Cricut Easy Press is so easy to enter. You just watch each video, give a thumbs up, you're going to comment on each video, and while you're there, you might as well subscribe because you know you want some fun DIY inspiration from all of these talented people. Check my description box for details on the giveaway. If you like to go for more classic Mickey colors, this DIY is definitely going to be for you. So I just took some scrap wood that I had and I just cut these little pieces down to make some little birdhouse looking or little houses, little looking blocks, and I'm just going to paint them all with a base color. So I do 2 of them with my white chalk paint, and I just give them all a very good coat just to make sure that you can't see any of the imperfections of the wood, and just make sure that they are completely covered. On my third house, I don't do white. The wood was already white, that's why it looks white there, but I actually do a red coat of paint all over this. And this one, I'm actually, after my red paint dries, I'm going to tape it about 2/3 of the way up and paint the top part of it black. I did lose the footage of me, or didn't hit record, or who knows what dingbat thing that I did, but I don't have the footage of me painting the top black. So anyway, that's how I did this one. This one's going to be what looks like Mickey's pants. So then I take my Cricut and cut out a bunch of little Mickeys. You could easily freehand these with the end of a paintbrush, do a big circle and then 2 little circles for the ears. But if you have been here long enough, you know that I was not blessed with a freehand talent. I am very grateful that I have my Cricut to save my behind when I need to do things. So I just place them randomly all over this particular house. Then I glue 3 beads together that I have painted black. You can see that it's 2 smaller beads and a larger bead. And then I cut out a bigger Mickey. This is making like the entrance to this birdhouse here. And then this is my house that I taped off and painted the top third black and left the bottom portion red. I then take my Cricut and cut out 2 ovals to be Mickey's buttons. These would also be very easy to freehand on there. I just love the classic Mickey colors on this with the white and black. I think it just makes it pop. So then I take my little Mickey head that I made out of my beads and I'm gluing it onto this house to be kind of like a chimney or even just a little hidden Mickey that's on there. I think these turned out so cute. There are several different ways that you can display and place these. This adds that classic black and red and white Mickey colors into your decor and definitely screams Disney. So for those of you that love to have that Disney look, these are for you. I hope that you give them a try. I would love if you guys came and said hi to me over on my Instagram page. It's just Farm Charm Chic. You can see from my fun photos that I just keep an update of all the things that I'm working on, ways I'm decorating, all sorts of things. So definitely come say hi. I would love to see you over there. I love adding 2 extra circles to a big wreath to make a Mickey head, and so that's what I'm doing with this project. So I had this cute wreath from Dollar Tree, and I had these inserts of an embroidery hoop of 2 different embroidery hoops that I used for the ears, and I did just use some E6000 and some hot glue, and then I did clamp these on, and that's how I got the ears to stay. I had this burlap ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree that I thought I would try and make that welcome pop a little bit, so I put it behind. You definitely wouldn't have to do this. I thought it just kind of added a little bit of a different element to it. Honestly, when I did this, I thought I might try to put to all who come to this happy place in like some heat vinyl on there, but I just couldn't get it to work. It was too small. So I ended up using my succulents to decorate this, but I actually love how it turned out. So I do just glue that onto the hoop there, and then I take some of these floral sprigs from Dollar Tree and I make a little swag to go on the bottom just by tying them together with some jute twine. Then I just take some hot glue and I do glue that onto the bottom of the wreath form there. But then I also take some twine and tie it on to give it a little bit of extra stability. Now this does look great like this, but I wanted to add a little bit of succulents to it. So I just took some Dollar Tree succulents and I glued some on the bottom and then up by the welcome. And then I did have this other little succulent plant that I got on Amazon that had all of these little teeny ones on there. And I honestly did this to kind of give the ears a little bit more stability to sit on there. So if your ears, when you do this, are totally stable and you don't like the way this looks, then you obviously would not have to do this, or you could just tie some twine around it. They were just not quite as secure as I wanted them, even with the E6000. So that's why I did that. And then I thought I would just add a little bit to the other succulents, just almost as if this was just organically growing all over the wreath. We have definitely missed traveling to Disneyland over the last year, but we have made so many fun memories there in the past that we have definitely looked at a lot of pictures, and we are very anxious and ready to go when they fully open back up again. Are you guys fans of Disneyland or Disney World? I'd like to know which one is your favorite down in the comments. I am so excited to hang this on my door. I do pantry door wreaths, as you may have heard me mention before, and I think that's where I may actually hang this, is on my pantry door. I think this turned out so cute and very spring and summery. I love how each and every one of these little Disney inspired DIYs turned out. I think they all have a little bit of farmhouse flair, and I would like to point out that I did not distress one thing in this video, which is shocking, I know, but I love all of these. I think they are all so fun, even just one piece alone, just to put in your collection to bring a little bit of Disney into your life. And as I promised earlier, I would tell you my favorite Disney character is Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I absolutely love her, and someday I feel like she and I would be able to go hang out at the club as girlfriends. I just think she is absolutely fantastic, and she wears way too much lipstick, and I love lipstick. So I would love to know down in the comments what your favorite Disney character is and what your favorite DIY from today was. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as I always say to my kids, be safe, be smart, be nice, be happy. Choose to have a good day because you are amazing. If you enjoyed the video that you just saw, here's another one that you might enjoy. And as always, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and have an amazing day.